Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And this is Brimstone.
And Brim really tried to sneak one by us, and we're not going to let him because his 50th birthday is upon us.
Shut my camera off.
Yes. Brim, that's amazing. You get to level up. You're at level 50. How does it feel?
It sucks, man. It really sucks.
But you know what I've noticed? You have been like working out.
Yeah.
You're like getting healthy.
Trying.
You're doing really. I'm so excited for you.
I'm busting my hump. So when I was with you, it's funny, when I was with you in California, of course, you know how I am, and I think you're the same way as traveling. I wind up not using the restroom as often. I feel like I get so much water weight and everything's kind of being held on to. And I travel a lot, so it does happen to me often. But when I saw you, it was like after I was gone for 2 weeks before that, and then out in California.
Yeah.
So I came home and I was back at the weight that I was when I had first started trying to lose weight, however long ago. So I was like 361 when I got home. And I mean, you even see it in the videos that we did, even though I tried to hide it a little bit. When I cut it, I was like, there's no way to hide it. The mask thing, you see my belly jiggling around. But and if you guys have not seen that, go to our social media and go watch it and comment and love it, because it is fantastic and Dayna is hilarious in it.
Thank you.
That being said, this morning I weighed myself and I was 346.
Nice.
I'm sorry, 336. 336.
That's amazing.
So I've been doing like a crazy calorie deficit, which I shouldn't be doing.
No, you should not.
Yeah, but
remember when I made you eat that banana?
Yes. I've been doing that. And I've been in the gym as much as I can with the days that I have. And then when I'm at home, I'm trying to do, some exercise while I'm there. And then on top of that, I got my my Oculus working. So I've been doing the Saber beat and stuff like that. Oh,
fun.
So I'm trying to just get my heartbeat going again. And it's tough, guys. Here's the thing, is having been an athlete for many years, professional wrestling, whether you want to call us athletes or not, we're athletes.
You're athletes.
Being able to kind of move like the wind, because it doesn't matter how big I was, I moved, I was quick, even though, my character would move slow. When I needed to burst, I bursted. And, to be at a point where I'm not feeling good about myself, physically, and then it affects you mentally, of course, but being where I feel like I can't move around as much and my knees hurt, or I can't go for a walk, you know what I mean, because the extra weight, it's not a good feeling. So I figured, what, doesn't matter how many times you fall off that horse, you got to get back on it and keep riding. So I'm riding again, hopefully this time into the sunset. We'll see what happens. But I'm getting older. I need to get back to a decent number. I would be happy at 3, you know what I mean? I would love to be 275 again, which was my wrestling weight, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now the trainer over at Ultimate Gym that I work out at, he's the Moses of muscle. What do you call it? Is what he goes under. And, he's like, I could get you down 80 pounds like this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that schedule. It took a lot for me to come back into the gym, because you also got to understand, for those of you who suffer with anxiety, I don't have that. I don't suffer with anxiety, but I do suffer with the fact that I'm going to what most would consider a meathead gym. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where all the guys there, for the most part, are big, muscle bound, guys.
Yeah.
And for me, where I was able to bench that much or lift that much or look much better, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Going in and having to curl 20s because I have to get my biceps back because I
That's
can't do
part
anything.
of it. I'm sure that that is hard and it takes a hit on the ego, but that
It's an
is
ego thing.
part of it. You have
I
to start small and build up. That's like how it goes. Otherwise, you're going to hurt yourself, and we can't have you hurt yourself.
no,
You're
no.
not
I'm
allowed to break any
trying.
hips at 50. You got to
No.
save that till 60.
No. No, no. I don't want to break it ever. I don't know. Look, so at the end of the day, I'm trying to get a little healthier. 50's coming next week. So when this launches, what do you call it? Is going to be a couple more days, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
50th, August 22nd. And my goal is to try to hit 300. If I can try to hit 300 before the end of the year, which I don't think is necessarily not I don't think it's not doable. I think it's doable, but we'll see.
Totally.
But if that's the case, I'm coming back to California, and
We're
we're going
having
to
a
Disneyland.
party.
We're going to Disneyland. Did you hear about there's just recently, it was actually at the beginning of this month, there was a guy who had gotten a Disneyland ticket in 1985, okay? It was back in 1985. He got it for free on the 30th anniversary. So whoever came to the park that day or during that time period,
Uh-huh.
every like 30th guest had gotten a prize. So it was like, every 30th person, you get this. So he got a ticket for Disneyland and completely forgot about it. Now, 85 is however many years ago. You're talking about
Well,
what, 40 years ago?
40, almost 40 years
Right.
ago.
So 40 years ago, he gave it to the daughter, and the daughter took it to the park, and they honored the ticket.
No way.
I'm shocked, and because they have done everything in their power to not honor old tickets. You know what I mean? Like, because there was a thing so when you used to go to Disney, you'd be able to go in and buy 3 or 4 days, and then if you didn't use 2 of those 4 days, you could use it the next time you came, a year, 2 year, 3 years,
Oh,
doesn't
no,
didn't make a
not
difference.
anymore.
Not anymore. Now it has to be here, and not if it's not consecutive, you have
Yeah.
within a week to use those days.
They're like, you
And
have to be here between 3 and 7, and that is the only time we're letting you in the park.
right. So that being said, I was absolutely stunned by seeing that because I'm like, wow, it must have been so nostalgic for whoever when they saw it. Like, wait, hold on a minute, and called their people and like, you got to let this person in. They had balls coming. I gotta believe that
Yeah.
that's the case, and
I
it was
mean,
issued by Disney.
but I like to think that Disney does some honorable things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which in that case, that feels honorable. That is great. I like that. Good
Yeah.
job, Disney.
I
Also,
Okay. Go ahead.
we had a story way back when. Remember the
Mm-hmm.
couple that the woman died from a food allergy that
Right here
they
on Long
had.
Island.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she tell them over and over again. They kept checking the
Mm-hmm.
food. Like, are you sure that it doesn't have whatever it was,
Whatever it
whatever
was.
she was allergic
Right.
to in it?
And she
And
was a doctor.
yes,
And she
them.
asked over and over and over again. And she continuously asked, and yes, 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 till they're blue in the face. And then she
Hmm.
went into anaphylactic shock because they did the wrong. And now I think what you're getting at, the whole lawsuit situation.
Yeah, it's all over
Um,
the news right now.
do you want to continue? I'll let you continue because you started. I want
Yeah.
to make sure you
So,
continue.
well, now Disney is trying to get this lawsuit because the husband ended up suing for wrongful death.
Right.
And Disney is trying to throw out the lawsuit because he signed up for Disney Plus. And in the terms and conditions, when you agree to sign up for the free membership, by the way, the month-long trial of Disney Plus, it has something in there about like not arbitrating with Disney. And so now they're trying to get his $50,000 lawsuit, which in my opinion is
50,000.
pennies.
That's bullshit.
Pennies for
That's
somebody's
bullshit.
death.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Honestly, $50,000. I thought that it might be $50 million or $500,000 at that very least.
$5 million. I definitely thought they were like missing a zero on there.
They must be. There must be some mistake in whatever we got. But I'm with you. The $50,000. If I was Disney, just for the PR alone, I would have given them 3 times that. You know what I mean? Just like, here, I am so sorry. Like, we'll pay for everything. Like, Disney can more than afford it.
And now I'm like, that gives me the ick, Disney.
Yeah, I'm a little upset about that. I really am a little upset about that. I really feel that they should have and could have done something bigger and better for this family, knowing the situation. Like, why would you fight? And the audacity to say, oh, well, you signed up for Disney Plus however long ago for a trial and blah blah blah, and that means that you can never go into arbitration with us. Oh, go fuck yourselves. Are you serious?
Fuck yourself. Now imagine that every single person that signed up for Disney Plus, because there's a lot of them, now they can't sue. Like, how does that even make sense? We signed up for your TV platform. We didn't say that shit wasn't going to happen at a park.
At a park, right.
At a store, at a, like, no. That is
not at all.
That is manipulative bullshit.
Yeah, no. Bullshit, bullshit, a bunch of bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
And more.
Yeah, and more. And again, honestly, and I would like to believe that this is coming from the attorneys, not Disney direct, because I
represent that's Disney. They know, like, they're going off of what their client wants them to do, because they're the attorneys. They're there to serve their client. They are not there to say, like, we want to, like, they're there to serve a client.
But I gotta believe that saying something like that would cause so many hundreds of thousands of people to not want to do anything with Disney. They like canceling, like, what? Wait, what? Like, if God forbid something happens and whatever, like, I don't know.
Especially over $50,000. You make that in the first hour that your fucking park is open from waters alone, like, you are making so much money day after day, and you can't settle $50,000.
No, they should have settled it, and they should have settled for a lot more. They should have settled for a lot more. They should have given them a lot more. They should have been like, I am so sorry. Let us pay for everything. This was our look. It's not, Disney is not the one who did it, but their employees are the ones who did it. So not having the proper employees or the employees following proper protocol makes you liable for the stuff that's happening in your theme park. At the end of the day, if I'm walking in New York City and I walk by Google, maybe not even Google. If I walk by Facebook, because Facebook is something that I use, and Instagram or whatever, and the Instagram, I'm walking by Instagram and the Instagram logo falls off the building somehow and lands on me, crushing me to death. So since I have an account with
where you've clicked I agree to the terms and conditions,
that means that nobody should sue because I was wrongfully killed. No, are you kidding me?
No.
You know what kind of bad juju that is?
Ridiculous.
That is bad juju, and that just makes corporate America look even worse than it already does in so many ways. And many ways. And Disney, not only do they have the money for it, they should want the good press, especially after that story. Because I personally was like, oh, I don't know. I love Disney, but I don't know how I feel about it. I mean,
feels money, grubby, hungry, greedy, yucky to me.
Yep. Everything. I was so upset when I saw that had happened, because I know that again, I have friends of mine, what do you call it, my older daughter Samantha, one of her friends who's got a severe peanut allergy. I've
Mm-hmm.
always been conscious of allergies in the house when they're around, and if I'm going out or watching them,
Yeah.
I make sure that I've always been like, okay, where we're going, we knew the places to go that had like if we were going to take them out to eat, okay, we know that this pizza place, Pat's over here, they do no peanut oil, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing in
Right.
there. We could take her there, but we can't take her to Five Guys because they have the big thing
Right.
of peanuts right in the center and it's in the air. You got to be conscious. So if you're
That's
running that
just
kind of,
called like
yeah,
respect and kindness towards others. You know, like that's just what it is. That's what makes the world go round. And Disney, you're like built off of love and kindness and
yeah.
happiness and wee Mickey Mouse. And now you're like, oh, sorry you died.
It's tainted.
Go
In
fuck
my opinion,
yourself.
it's a little tainted. And again, look, I love Disney for what it is. Not necessarily for any of this BS. You know what I mean? Like I like Disney for the nostalgia. When I'm there, I enjoy being, in the ambience of everything that's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it brings me back to childhood. It brings me back to my children's childhood. I am very comfortable there. I love being there by myself. I love
Yeah.
being there with Danielle, just her and I. I love
Well,
being there with my kids. I I just enjoy being there. So when I get
yeah.
bit by the bug, but things like this just disturb me because the ridiculous amount of money that people spend there, you know
So
what I mean?
much. Yeah.
They could have easily taken care of this, and it didn't even have to go into the press. Why
Well,
would you even want this to be in the press?
one of the things, though, and I'm glad that you mentioned the press because there is a certain amount of work that you and I do. Even whenever we were prepping for this episode, whenever we were looking at the Disney stuff, I was like, oh, we need 3 sources saying it was $50,000 so that we can say that, like, was that a mistake in the first one? We don't know because
Right.
there is so much disinformation and misinformation out
Hmm.
there.
Right.
And people are getting sued over it. And I feel like more people need to do their research because we
Yep.
talked about that Olympic boxer,
Oh
Iman
yeah.
Khalif,
Hmm.
who is now, she has filed a lawsuit and in it mentions J.K. Rowling, Elon Musk, and more. It didn't name specifically who the more is. But
Hmm.
remember when everybody lost their minds over it? Like, there's
We
a
spoke about
man
it.
beating up a woman,
Hmm. No.
which was total bullshit.
Right, right. And all they're doing is spewing bullshit and hate. I can't. I'm at a point right now where 50 years on this earth where I've seen so much shit, and it's got to be like when my grandparents, like were coming, getting older, and like, and watching me growing up and saying, "What the hell kind of music is that?" Or
Uh-huh.
"What is this?" or "What is that?" And like what I've seen now for decades, 5 decades worth of things changing, and people changing, and just the world in such a different. I can't I can't fathom how much hate is out there in any way.
Ugh.
And people just spew. They don't even read what the articles, they read headlines, which is,
That's it.
which is, and that's it, and then they go by that. And how are you going to sit there and get on a train of bullshit when you've got,
Phew.
when you didn't even read the article? You don't know what's in someone's pants. You don't know
Oh,
what's
I
you know
have
me
got to
well, and you
tell
don't know
you.
what's in my pants.
I
Well, you know
have
about
got
my
to tell
testicles.
you.
That's a different
Yes,
story.
we know all about your
I
balls,
know all
okay?
about my balls. My balls have, like,
I
you know.
had guests come over this past weekend, and immediately the man that entered my backyard, the first thing he says is like, "So what do you guys think about that hermaphrodite that was beating up the women in the Olympics?"
And you
And
didn't
I
tell
was
him to leave
like,
right away?
"What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about?" He didn't even bother, even after all of the news headlines and all of the sources came out and said that she is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even fucking bother. He still was walking around a week later, 2 weeks later, saying, what about that hermaphrodite? I was like, oh my, I was so fucking grossed out, pissed off. Me and Joe set him straight immediately. And then he proceeded for the rest of the weekend to say shit that I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I fucking
Did
cannot.
I know this person?
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
We'll talk later.
Oh, I got you. All right. Yeah. What do you call it? And Trump might be involved in that lawsuit too.
Well, I mean, he was one of the people that posted a picture of her saying, I will keep men out of women's sports. Well, guess what, motherfucker? She wasn't a man in a woman's sport. She was a woman in a woman's sport.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about that?
Yeah, I can't. Oh, by the way, just simply because we're talking about somebody who's in the Olympics, I don't know if you realized, but 4 years from now, the Olympics are going to be in LA.
I do realize that.
And also break dancing is now
Outski.
done. It's out. So Ray Gun killed it for everybody. So anyway, back to the other thing.
Bye breakdancing, which is unfortunate because
it's going to be in LA.
Yeah.
Like if it was in New York and you didn't have breakdancing, that would be sad. But LA is like second. Like what are you kidding me? Like because breakdancing, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure originated in New York. The B-boys
do not know whether or not I don't know where breakdancing originated at all. I just don't. That's not part of my fun facts.
Not part of your repertoire.
If that was a trivia question, I'd get it wrong.
Yeah. What do you call it? Crazy news. Did you hear about that dude who was a zoologist in Britain and he was messing around with some animals? A lot more than what you would.
Are you talking about the BBC guy? Are we talking about the BBC guy? The guy that also worked with National Geographic at one point? Are we talking about that guy?
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's the guy.
Yeah, I heard about him. I'd like 10 minutes alone in a dark alley with this motherfucker.
I don't know what he would do to you, though. That's scary.
See, that's the problem. I like to talk a big game, but in reality, I would see him and I would be like, you're a bad boy and you should go to jail.
Like this.
And get a
you can bring me with you. You can bring me with you. I'll have the you do the words, I'll do the fists. Yeah. So this dude who is supposedly a crocodile expert apparently admitted to sexually abusing, torturing, and killing dozens of dogs. This is a real depressing episode. I didn't realize how depressing this episode was.
We do this occasionally. We really stack the deck against us sometimes.
We started out great. We had some good news and then went right down to this. Just
don't worry. We'll end on a high note. I think
we will.
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless we can figure out how to make that depressing too.
From what I see, it's real shitty. But we'll get there. So apparently, he was arrested in 2022, and then in September he pleaded guilty to a plethora of bestiality charges and animal charges, as well as I believe you had told me the possession of child abuse material.
Yes, possession of child abuse material. Yeah, I have to wonder, like, what did they do with these people in prison? Because I think that if anybody found out that he fucked dogs, and I believe recorded it, somebody fact check that because I might be making that shit up.
He filmed videos of himself torturing dogs to death and then shared the videos online under pseudonyms.
Okay, there we go. See, so I imagine that that wouldn't make the other boys in the prison yard very happy.
No, they all like the little puppies.
They like the puppies and they like the children. Pedophiles don't do well in prison. That is a widely known thing.
Yeah.
And he has now abused children and dogs. Or actually, it doesn't
Not
say that
good.
he abused children. It says that he has material of child abuse. So he was
Yeah,
watching it.
he was probably watching it.
Well, this man says that he has a problem. Like he's like, I am very aware that I have
No
whatever
shit, you got a
problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Fucktard.
Yeah, you're going to
Really?
prison with your problem
Uh,
because you are a disgusting piece of shit human being. Yeah.
oh wait, let's get off him. Speaking about shit, why don't you tell us about the other story we got?
So this one, if you guys are on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, you know all about influencers, right? Influencers be influencing all the time. But could you possibly be influenced to use your own poop
No,
as a face
no,
mask?
no,
Well,
no, ill.
here is an
That is
influencer.
that is freaking nasty. What? You're kidding
Her
me, right?
Her name is Deborah. She's a Brazilian model and influencer who put her poop in like a jar or something and then spread it on her face and swore that it prevented aging. Now, experts have since discredited this theory. They're like,
Well,
no, girl, you're just putting shit on your face. That does nothing for you.
did did we talk about, I don't know if we talked about it on here or if we spoke about it on Within Brim Skin, Alex and I, but and Danielle, what do you call it? Did we speak about the guy who bathes in his own urine?
No,
Okay, so
we
that
did
was on,
not.
so it's very similar. This was on and he does it on TikTok,
And does
and
he think it does
apparently,
something for him?
yeah, he thinks that and he not only does he bathe himself in it, but he drinks it. Yeah, like I don't understand any of that. Like
What is like
what?
people's fascinations with the shit that comes out of their body?
I don't know. I don't know. It's absolutely disgusting.
Blech,
Let me see if I
blech.
can find a guy who bathes in urine. Uh, and drinks.
He's like giving himself a golden bath instead of a golden shower.
Yeah. Like if you actually saw, if
I'm
you actually
gonna go
saw,
take my golden bath.
uh, yeah, here, a teacher who drinks his own urine, which is fermented for up to 4 years, as well as bathing in it and rubbing it all over his body, claims drinking the pleasant tasting liquid helped him process the grief of losing his mother.
What?
That is
What?
now, if that, I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. I could be wrong,
What? I'm
but
sorry. What?
yeah, yeah.
That if that doesn't scream mommy issues, I don't know what does. Why would you like attribute you doing that to the grief? Like, what the fuck? I'm
Yeah,
so confused.
yeah, I'm pretty sure this is him. What do you call it? Let's see. Teacher drinks his own urine, which is fermented for up to 4 years, as well as bathing in it and rubbing it all over his body. Um, oh, things are popping up in
Does
front of
he
me.
think that it does something good for him?
He's a holistic health teacher. And he first drank his own urine in 2012 as he heard that it could amplify the effects of psychedelic mushrooms. He began drinking it regularly as the form of therapy after his
As he
mother
was
passed
doing
away.
mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Um,
I'm seeing a
yeah.
pattern here.
He thinks that his urine tastes like either bone broth or tea, depending on what he has eaten. And despite his loved ones being grossed out by his ritual, he has continued drinking his urine multiple times a day. So he has a supply of 4-year-old urine to drink and even puts fresh urine up his nose, uses it as a moisturizer, and bathes in it. He claims the latter got him spiritually high and he could hear angels singing. To people wanting to try urine therapy, he would
Was
recommend
your
observing.
brain screaming? That
Yeah,
was not
yeah.
angel singing.
Put a few drops of it under your tongue, he says. Yeah, like this is so, this, I mean, pee is bad. Pee is bad enough, especially piss that's been sitting for, for 4 years, right? And then you're gonna tell me that you're putting poop all over your face? You're gonna get pink eye, you moron.
Oh, humans, 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 humans. Why? Why are you like this? please stop. Just
Mm.
please stop. I don't even know what else to say. Like, humans. The humans are the worst.
Oh, I don't get it, Day. I don't get it. Anyway, that's about all the time we have for this week, guys. We appreciate you so much for tuning in every single week. Apparently, we've been hitting some new highs in certain areas, Day.
Great Britain, Australia. Where else were we at?
I don't
Someplace in
know.
the Caribbean we started hitting. I was like, oh,
Yeah, listen, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining the club. Stay with the club. Keep making sure to do the one rule of the Dirty Little Secrets. Go ahead,
yes.
Day.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
That's right. Well, listen, guys, we will see you again, God willing, next week. Mwah. Rate, review, subscribe. I'll let you boy.
Promised land. You think we want something from you? You got another thing coming.